Yep. All healers have 3 DPS and they're the
Like,
same
that's it.
ones.
So much for individualism on the classes. It'll all be equally meh.
Oh, my health is so screwed.
One of the things that has caused me to lose a lot of interest in this game is that the classes are just stylish. They're just style. They all do the same thing.
Whoa,
That's-
jeez.
You know, that's fine. Generate Twister.
My health is... Oh my god.
AO still heals me.
I don't know how this worked out,
Fire.
but my rotation is back on track.
Probably because you missed something else.
Most likely.
Giant Twister. Random fires. And stack. Let's fire out. And thunders. Stack and get out. Next thunder's out. Wow. Oh. Fires in.
Oh, I can rise in a couple seconds.
Well, let's get out.
Oh, come on! Ice balls.
Giant Twister. Giant Twister. Giant Twister. Generate. And fires. And then stack. Next is fire out. What is the Tam that thunders out? Stack and get in. Thunder's out. And fire in except for placeholder. Spread, then get out. And Tam, if you can take it and do a hate combo. Out. I guess, never mind. Thunders. And fire in.
Out means right next to her, right?
Yes, it means that's the direction you'll get knocked.
Oh, Kevin. Oh, gotcha. Oh.
Spread.
And 3 is west. Just go west.
Spread out, spread out, spread out. Alright, now someone's getting wrecked.
Well, I think we're getting wrecked anyway.
I went in to do a hate combo, and then I was like, wait, no, I need to be away.
Like everything is a ball. Fireballs, ice balls, tether balls,
That was nice.
lightning ball. That's true. That was also a very bally fight. Twisty balls, the worst kind of ball.
Ugh.
Testicular torsion?
Actually, my stepsister was in the hospital.
TMI bliss.
Giant Twister. Seems like there was not enough HSP to go around.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me see. Do I have a squadron repairman on me? Of course not. I have had the squadron enlistment manual for like 3 weeks. It just never procs.
It's less likely to proc if you have people waiting in your queue.
I dismiss them every day.
The same people.
I mean, it never procs, so I never have anyone to dismiss. Oh, oops, I shouldn't have pushed that button. Alright, Twister. Fires. Jerry Twister. In and out.
Should we just wipe it?
I don't think we have
I
a
guess.
choice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are people experiencing lag again?
I've gotten a few lag spikes.
Generic Twister. Fires. Generic Twister.
What killed you? I got clipped by your ball.
I like a million why you do it.
Minus fires.
Yeah, that's very not good.
You might get a plummet.
Look at it.
I mean, I'm super dead for the auto attack.
Oh wow.
Was not expecting that.
Generic Twister. Fires. Carry Twister. Next is fire. Alright, DPS is pretty good there. In, then out. Fire out. Thunder's out. Stack and get in. Spread out. Next is Thunder's out. Then it's fire in. Except for whoever had fire last. Get to your positions. Spread, then get in. Fire in. Thunders out. Everyone else stay close. Next is the Tank Buster. Stack on this one. A stack between. Alright, everyone stack between C and A.
Almost.
I even got there.
You did not get hit by that. You were physically there.
Okay, we'll have to figure out like where to.
Then what did I get hit by? Wait, no, I wasn't hit by it. Never mind. I was looking at Carrot's HP.
Yes, I got hit by the boss when the boss came down. That's what I got hit by.
It does so much damage.
It does. It's pretty rude.
And then the party explodes. That's also
Yeah.
pretty
So.
good. You can rescue the third one.
It's true. That is something you can definitely do, since you have healers and they should be stacked at that point. Also, like, how can we get like an extra 10% mitigation?
Take a small.
Looks like 10% is not enough.
Wait, what? Ow.
Yeah, so I think we're looking at Sacred Soil. We're looking at it's Shake It Off up.
Two
by
people
then.
weren't there.
No, one person wasn't there.
Yeah, I can
Carrot
shake.
Was not there. That doesn't count.
Well,
Carrot can't be there.
I cannot be there.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Tam wasn't there, and
I died.
Midori got hit by the
Yeah.
tank
Oh.
tank buster.
Oh.
So it was it was only like 5 people taking that. So
Okay. Was there?
I mean, that's still actually kind of close.
That's still lethal, isn't it?
It's basically lethal. It's like 1k away from HP from lethal, right?
All right. Shake It Off. Is there a time that you're using Shake It Off in this fight?
No,
Okay.
nobody's asked for it, so
So I think what we should be doing is Shake It Off, and I'll try to use Divine Veil right after the tank swap. Like the problem is like the Shake It Off's pretty short actually. So Shake It Off's too short for that. I can use Divine Veil before the tanks or right after the tank swap. The shield lasts 30 seconds.
Yeah, there's plenty of time.
But like Shake It Off, the shield only lasts like 15 seconds,
yeah.
which means that
Well,
you're gonna need
If
to
I
do
get
it.
first, then I won't be. I can do it when I get back.
Yeah. You'll just need to do it like if it's a stack, then you'll need to do it when the stack happens, like as you're running into the stack.
Yeah.
And if it's spread, then you want to do it as soon as she jumps into the air.
If it's spread, does it matter?
Yes, because people keep dying.
But they die because they're on top of each other, right?
Not always. The thing hits for 35,000. Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes people just aren't full, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes people are like 96%, and you just die.
So between having a Sacred Soil, a Rescue, Divine Veil, and Shake It Off, I think that's probably overcompensating, but it should be enough. So I'll try to remember to put them into the callouts. So it'll go Divine Veil, Tank Swap, then Divine Veil, then Kanata does the callouts for the dive bombs, and then spread or stack, and then Shake It Off. And then, well, I'm not going to remind you to rescue. It's on you.
Placeholder, would you prefer to hit versus rescue?
Sorry, caught me off guard. I have my ley lines to between the lines too, so I'm fine.
Okay.
During the dive bombs?
Yes, I save it specifically for that. For if I get targeted. Like I put it down at the start of that phase, so even if I get targeted with the third one, there's still like 3 seconds left on my ley lines that I can between the lines back. I'm trying to addle her, but it's damn fast when she lands to when she actually casts the thermia. I'm just gonna start spam targeting like my focus target with a macro and addle probably, so I can get it off in time.
With the way those debuffs work, I wonder if it's possible.
Yeah, I don't know if it is, but I'm gonna certainly try. Even if it's just placebo, I guess.
Giant Twister. Next is fire. Oh, not close at all. Giant Twister. Next is fire. In then out. Next is fire out. And thunder's out. Stack, then get out. Next is spreads, then thunders, then
Going south.
fire in how
Forgot to.
get out. That's cool. You know, rezzing. Fucking shit. Tank swap. Divine Veil's up. This is going to be a stack.
2. Southeast. 3. South. Oh, I can't rescue myself.
Got it.
What?
Battle strong.
That's strong.
We also had more people. That also helped.
And
And
in
in
stack. This is gonna be stack and then get in. I don't have any mitigation for this.
Oh, wow.
Like, it was like 1 second left on Passage of Arms.
I mean, I was at like half health.
It's also like 1 second till.
Yeah, I was gonna say we wouldn't have survived it. Even with passage of arms, I don't think.
Did you reprisal the first stack after the drop?
I did. I also. We
'Cause
usually.
I also reprisal the first stack.
I always reprisal the first mechanic, unless it's nothing. So we can trade off and which reprisal would you prefer to get after she lands, the first or the second?
Doesn't matter. If you want to take the first, I'll take the second.
Okay.
Can't believe that worked.
I was taught.
Alright, Twister. Axis fire. Generic Twister. Fire. in, then get out. Next is fire out. Thunders. It's gonna be stack and get in. Thunders out. Then thunders out and fire in except for Slanta. Spread. Then get in. And fire in. Thunders out.
Where is it?
It was in the white puddle.
Oh, well, that's awkward.
I kind of ran halfway back in.
Spread.
2 is south. 3 is west.
Apparently, I can't shirk to somebody that's not alive.
Spread. I guess we die.
Yeah. People should be spreading in their cardinal directions.
Well, 26%.
I mean, generate twister. Next is fire. January Twister. Next is fire. And then stack. Next is fire out.
I need it.
Thunder's out. Stack and get out. Thunder's out, and fire in, except for whoever had fire. Then spread. Get out. And then fire in, and thunder's out. Then Tank Buster. Divine Veil's up. It's going to be stack between A and C. Remember to shake. Rotator back. Spread, then get out. Just tier the same as before. Out. Stack and get in. Just big DPS time. Tank swap.
And the floor changes, Tam.
Alright, everyone stack on B. This is what we agreed to.
Floor change, Tam. Tam, you had one job!
Oh, hey, we live! We live!
Sort of.
I was moving to B, and then like I didn't get there in time for to do the. Like I was still moving to B when the floor changed.
I don't think. No, it changed before we started moving to B. So I think you can cast it before we have to be standing in B.
It lasts a long time.
Because it's instant, right? Tanks is like boom, where it's gone, right?
I'm stuck in place for a long time.
Well, you are, but I mean,
You can probably survive it. You got a lot of armor. You got tank LB.
or stand in the one a day. I don't know.
And then I got pushed back.
Yeah, that will always happen.
Yeah, that's why we need.
Will that interrupt the cast?
If you
No, 'cause
don't
tanks
push it
isn't
in time. I guess the tanks is instant. Yeah. Well, sorry.
Because
Yeah.
I've had tanks that hit it by accident, quote unquote, before. They're like, "Oh, sorry, it's not a cast."
Yeah, should definitely save an indol there.
I guess that's another thing, just like the previous, when the floor changes for a cure.
Yeah. Except we get knocked back.
Right, but if you start the cast when the floor changes, it should go off at the right time.
I mean, that's the cue for the other one where you get knocked back. Where you get knocked back and it goes off.
That's true. Although that took me like 30 tries to get right.
Well, it's a good thing you now know how to.
Cherry Twister. Next fire. Cherry Twister. Fires. And then stack. Unfortunate. Thunder's fire out. Thunder's out. Stack can get in.
Oh, god damn it.
Thunder's out. Fire out, in, except for the whoever had, well, we're just correct. Spread and get out. Thunders, one's on Tam.
In the middle. 2 in the middle. Oh, he's gonna get broken. I guess London got broken too.
I think when I rezzed, I took Bias's death remover.
January Twister. Next is fire. January Twister. Next fire. In the gout. Next is fire out. And thunder's out. Stack and get in. Thunder's out. Then fire in, except for whoever had it last. To your positions. Spread and get out. And fire in. And thunder's out. And tank swap. Spread. Spread.
Did you die on your way to the third one or something?
No, I died at the third one.
Tam, because I'm tanking at that point, your spread should be more east of B, and not around the A marker, if you can help it.
Was D in the right spot?
I don't think so.
Because I think it went down the middle.
The person who had D died, so it picked a random person in the middle to run D.
Oh, that's what I asked. I asked if someone died on the way to the third one.
D's- Oh, D is the third one. Yeah, you're right.
I got to D, but the one at 1, the first one clicked me.
Okay.
So then it just like picked a random person to the D one.
I stood right on the marker.
Yeah, I guess I could move D a little south. Because it went like... I was standing right here, and the dragon like passed me like right here. I'm like, just a little more south. Also,
Yeah.
the markers, you should try to get as close to the walls as you can. Don't be in the middle of the marker. Although, how did the
Do you want to drop the first puddle on the marker?
You want
No.
to drop all the markers on them, don't you?
No,
Because it looks like
Am I misunderstanding the mechanic?
because it looks like the
Hypernovas?
no
The black...
the dive bomb markers disappear right after the first one goes off. right after the first AoE comes out.
Yeah, something like that. You like walk through it, right? You plan to like exist on top of the marker as it's coming on top of you. So like if this is 1, you would like approach it from this way and it goes like 1, 2, 3, and go right back in.
Because like when I see the first AoE come at me and like I'm trying to react to that, like my marker is gone before I even get.
Yeah, it like happens around the first or second.
At least for the first dive bomb marker. Every time I've had the first dive bomb marker, it is pretty much gone by the or whatever.
You also have to remember the hypernovas, they work the same way as the fireballs do. Like you can be in it for like a sec before the
Yep.
shot hits you and kills you. So like you stand here, you let the first one hit you, you wait a second, and then you take a step forward. Then you let that one hit you, and by the time you wait that second, the marker's gone and you run out. But
Generate Twister. Nexus Fire. Alright, Twister. Nexus Fire. in and stack. This is fire out. Thunder's out. Stack, then get out. Thunder's out. And fire in, except for whoever had fire last. And spread. And get out. And fire in. Then thunder's out. Everybody stack.
Who did she jump to on the spread then get out?
Me.
Is she normally that close to the middle when she finishes her jump?
She can jump as far as basically not at all.
I mean, yeah, if she's here and Taylor's like here, southwest.
Because she will go to the outside, so that the outside of her hitbox is the outside of the other person's hitbox. She does not center her hitbox on anybody. Generic Twister. Next is fire. Now. Generic Twister. Next is fire. In and out. Next is fire out. And thunder's out. Stack, then get out. Thunder's out. And fire in except for whoever had fire last. Get to your 8 ways. Then get out. Fire in. Then thunder's out. Then tank swap. Get ready to spread. Think about where you're gonna stand. Don't stand near other people, please. Don't stand near Carrot. Stack, then get out. Spread, then get out.
Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh, it should be okay.
Tank Buster. I have nothing for this.
last chance for a good pull.
Last pull. Yeah, so I got crowded out on the south side.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until I was too late. If you'd said something, I probably could have moved in, but
I didn't notice until it's like, panic, die.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I think everybody gets one lightning and one doom.
What, like over the course of the fight?
Yeah,
No, it's not true. It's just coincidence.
because I've never gotten lightning twice, and I've never gotten doom twice.
I have had many pulls where I've gotten neither lightning nor doom, and I've had several pulls where I've gotten mechanics more than once.
Didn't placeholder
Yeah.
get like 2 or 3 lightnings in a row? Just sitting in the corner.
Well, I mean, with dead people, I think that is.
I also
Okay.
don't think that that's particularly like going to change our strategy at all.
No, but it might help people. Like, if that is true, like if you know that you are expecting it later, you might be able to be ready for it.
Generate Twister. Next is Fire.
Oh, rip. Oh, double rip. Oh,
Murdered. Hashtag murdered.
Well, can do one more.
One more pull.
rip. Super last pull.
Alright, Twister. Okay. That was the last pull.
I believe Karen and I will not be here next week.
Yes, both Hanada and I will be participating in a Mahjong tournament. I believe there will be streams if people want to watch.
High stakes playing for pints of blood.
Absolutely. Well, actually, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm on a tangent.
Oh, okay. I was going to say we're playing for cat food apparently.
Cat food handlers.
300 cat foods.
So, in a tangent, I suppose, on you guys not being here next week. So that means we'd have what 3 weeks left before the expansion.
Yep.
I don't see us clearing Bahamut in that time, and I don't see this fight either being possible or us remembering any of it by the time we get back into it after like raid content and the expansion. Is our plan to just keep wiping to nail it for 3 weeks?
Up to you guys. If people want to take a vacay until the Storm Shadow SB comes out.
Storm Shadowbringers.
Maybe put up a poll in Discord or something. But I gotta head out, so I'll catch you guys later.
I would think, if possible, we should look at farming the raid at this point. Now that, before people were against because they wanted to devote as much time as possible to doing it. But now, if we're going to make that decision where this is an unachievable goal before the expansion, we could still farm up stuff for people at this point.
I would like to still do things on Tuesdays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Yeah, I think that would be the good idea also, because keep in mind that if they go by the same schedule, isn't it that the raid isn't going to be released for, was it 2 weeks or 6 weeks?
It was 2 weeks and then 6 weeks before Savage. So, it means that Shadowbringers officially drops in July, which means that Savage version of the content will come out like mid-August.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have plenty of time to get DPS up by then.
That is the case. We should also seriously talk about what our composition is going to be, because I don't want to tank again. And I've made it very clear since the beginning of the expansion that I don't want to tank again.
Well, that should be a conversation everybody is here for. Probably.
So we'll be here at 7. We can talk for like 45 minutes. And we should probably start the conversation earlier than later.
Yeah.
And
Well,
we might want to also consider like hopping on those jobs and just trying it out. Just, we don't want to sign up for 9 or 12 months of regret if we realize like 2 days.
Well, I also don't want to start learning a job that might fundamentally change when Shadowbringers comes out. So
yeah, I mostly want to make sure we have the roles covered, and I expect that whoever ends up playing whatever job makes the decision for themselves whether or not they change within that role. Like if it turns out there's some like super important party comp, which sounds like they're trying very hard. They're trying their fucking hardest to make sure there's no such thing as a party comp in this game by taking out like damage debuff types and
individualism.
Yeah, so it's like I think as long as we have like the basics covered, like there's a melee, and there's a ranged, and there's like
A
a
caster.
caster, then I think that it's going to be pretty flexible as far as like what exact job people want. Now, having said that, there's never been a time in the game's history that there hasn't been a comp, and it's just it will be going off of different metrics. It's like this class is garbage because they don't know how to balance, or this class is a must-have because it has extra utility that they just did not consider, or whatever, right?
I mean,
I mean,
if you look at the little video summaries, it looks like Dancer's going to be like needed.
Yeah.
For every comp, because
Yeah.
like it has so much stuff that is like basically super Eye of the Dragon.
Yep. So I guess we can talk about that next week. We can make that our priority for what we're doing.
What's the at? Ratio? Static? Static. Why does it keep adding to crystal site?
What?
You type like at STA and you like tab and it's like, did you mean crystal site?
Who's Crystal Sight?
I don't know, right?
To finish my thought earlier, I did notice that I only got one lightning and one doom, and there are 8 of each of those.
Well, I mean, that just means on average you are going to get one. At least. It's either on average or you actually only get one. It is one of the two. But
I mean, like, we die a lot, so I don't know if the deaths are screwing up the
yeah.
like the rotation of it. I mean, they do come out randomly.
I mean, the other thing is like everyone should be expecting every mechanic every time.
Yeah. That's the problem, is I don't want people to get a false sense of... I don't want people to be expecting to only get one and then just, oh, whoops, I didn't realize that. So even if you're right, we can't assume that. For now.
And someone can die extremely randomly, unexpectedly, and then all of a sudden you get a second lightning.
And also, apparently, we were never going to do that fight again. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Rip.
you never know. Some of the changes
I mean, we
they
might go back
they
to
make
it,
it viable.
but
oh no, I'm
Like-
not saying that. It's like even if we do go back to the fight, it's going to be in like I don't know how many months, and when we go back, we might be on different jobs.
probably like 5.1.
Well-
It'll be super different, yeah.
Well, also
I
looking
mean-
at like a bunch of the job videos, I don't see it being this big insurmountable thing like placeholder was because like a lot of the jobs aren't changing that much. Like in that regard, at the lower levels.
Yeah.
Like
also,
what will I lose on Ninja? I'll lose duality. And Tenchi Jin will change what it does. That's about it. Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
and
people-
my Denki generation will make more sense since they're changing it to
And-
go up your weapon skill,
Right?
auto
Remember
attack.
that? I
All
was like,
tanks
that
are
makes
going to
so
be the
much
same.